It's Seattle. Veronica walks into an apartment holding a letter. April and Dan are taking some items out of the box.
What's the matter, Mom? You look sad. Your dad signed the divorce papers.
Well, isn't that a good thing?
Yeah, but why did he have to sign them so quickly? If I remember correctly, you were the one who wanted to divorce him. He's just giving you what you want. Be thankful.
Veronica sighs.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, you're all moved in.
Where the hell is Jeremy? Oh, he's with Dad. Oh.
Veronica sits down on a new IKEA couch.
This is hard for him too, Veronica. Henry has to know he has support.
Whatever. We stocked the fridge with all your favorite foods. Your clothes have been put away too. There's nothing else to do.
Veronica gets up and she walks over to April and hugs her.
Thank you for being brilliant with me over this debacle. I'm sorry things came to this. I wish I felt differently about your dad, but I don't. I simply don't. Don't sweat it, Mom. These things happen. Do you know how many times I've fantasized about divorcing Dan?
And here I thought we were happily married.
Hundreds of times. But you know what? I stick around. Why? Because the poor sap would be lost without me.
I'd like to disagree with you, but you're not wrong there. Well, not that you ever were.
April laughs as Dan steals a kiss from her. April checks her watch.
Shit. We need to relieve our sitter.
Well, you'll be okay, Veronica.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I only need a good night's sleep, and then I'll be back to my old self. I promise. All is good. Okay, we're only a phone call away if you need to chat.
Feel free to call us anytime.
Thank you, darling. I will.
April gives Veronica one last hug, and then Dan and her exit. The front door closes. Veronica puts on a serious face as she walks into the bedroom. She takes out a suitcase from a closet, puts it on her bed, and opens it up. She walks into a closet and starts pulling out all her clothes. Veronica is at the Tacoma International Airport. She sat down waiting to catch a flight. Once again, she looks determined. She gets a text from Leanne. It reads, "When are you landing?" Veronica replies with a text back. The PA system comes on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight to New Jersey is ready to board. Please board the flight and have a safe trip.
Veronica gets up, grabs a suitcase, and walks towards the flight entrance. Veronica's phone rings. She checks the caller ID and it's April calling her. She's called about 10 times. Veronica switches off her phone. Veronica is fast asleep. The PA system comes on again.
The flight to New Jersey is about to land. Please fasten your seatbelts.
Veronica wakes up and fastens her seatbelt. Veronica walks towards a cab. She hears a whistle behind her. Turns around and her face lights up. Lets go of her suitcase. Races over to hug Leanne Harrison from the Military Guy series. "Well, aren't you a sight for sore eye?"
I've missed you so much.
Leanne and Veronica hug it out. "Wow, so how long has it been since you last visited us?"
28 years.
"That long?" Leanne smacks Veronica.
Ow, you bitch.
Leanne laughs. "I heard about your divorce."
I really don't want to talk about it.
"I know, but we have to. I know why you're here, but you can't do what I think you're here to do."
I don't know what you're talking about.
Leanne glares at her.
You may glare, but I don't.
"He's happy. Vinnie is happier than I've ever seen him. He's getting married. You can't ruin it for him. I won't let you."
I'm not here to do anything.
"You're here to fight for him. But guess what, darling? You're 30 years too late. You had your chance. Let it go."
Look, can't we just appreciate we're in the same place together for the first time in 28 years and leave it at that?
"Well, all right. Where are you staying?"
A hotel?
"Nonsense. You're staying with David and me."
There won't be any room.
David Jr. is in Florida. We have room.
Well, if you're sure.
I am. Come on, my car's over there. Veronica grabs her luggage and follows Leanne to her car. Veronica is sitting in the passenger seat as Leanne drives her.
Where are you taking me?
To my house. What, were you expecting me to take you to Vinnie's restaurant?
No.
Honey, I could read you as early as when we were in kindergarten together.
I'm not here for your brother.
Keep telling yourself that. I don't believe a word of it. Leanne pulls up to a drive. Vinnie's near the garage washing his Harley. Stay in the car.
I will.
Leanne takes out sunglasses from the glove department. You put these on.
Is this really necessary?
Yes, put it on. Veronica sighs and puts on the sunglasses.
Happy?
As you'll ever be. Leanne gets out of the car. She walks over to me, she tells me something, and then I get on my Harley, switch it on and drive. As I'm moving past Leanne's car, I see her. She's the woman who's been a constant thread in my head for decades. She's here. It's Veronica, and she's here in Jersey. I might have lost focus because the next thing I know, I crash into a BMW and lose consciousness. It's all gone black. There's a wet towel on my forehead. Wake up in an instant. Veronica's there with a wet towel watching me. You.
That's right. I'm back. Surprise.
Why?
Well, that's really none of your business.
You have no business being back here. You left 30 years ago and you haven't been back since. Why the hell are you back here? You have no right to be here.
It's a free world. I'll do what I like.
Doesn't mean I have to be here. I try to rise from the bed.
You can't get out of bed. Your doctor said you have a mild head injury. You need to rest up until you're back to normal. That is our strict order.
I'm not listening to you.
Vinnie, you're not well. You're not going anywhere. It's an order.
Yeah, like you can stop me. I rise up from bed. Veronica pushes me back down.
Are you sure you want to put me to the test? I'm not a chick to mess with.
You really think you can take me on?
Bring it on, fella.
I try to grab Veronica's wrists, but Veronica is too quick for me. She twists an arm, and I use my free hand to surrender.
That was pretty pathetic for you.
I drop in silence. You know what? I'm a gentleman. I don't fight women. Count your lucky stars.
You're just too much of a chicken to be contented to take me on. Face facts.
Whatever. Veronica smiles.
I've missed you.
We're not going there. I'm engaged. I'm engaged to the love of my life.
I heard. Congratulations.
Thanks. She'll be here soon. You need to leave. You need to leave right now.
Actually, Leanne talked to Maddie. She's in New York doing a photo shoot. She's not back until next week at the latest.
Maddie will be back as soon as she hears I'm not well. I know my woman.
Yeah, well, Leanne already told her you were ill. She decided to stay in New York anyway, so much for you being in love.
Get out.
I was going anyway.
Veronica stands up and goes to the exit.
We should do this more often. It's been a pleasure to see you, Vinnie.
I wish I could say the same. Veronica laughs.
I'll be downstairs if you need lunch.
Well, don't count on it. Veronica laughs again as she exits. I roll my eyes as I seethe in anger. Leanne has some explaining to do. Veronica's in the backyard talking to her daughter April on the phone.
No, I've not lost my mind. I'm not missing either. Just wanted a change. April, I'm not telling you where I am. No, I'm not up to anything. I'm just not telling you where I am. I know you're worried about me, but I'm perfectly okay. Look, I've got to go. I love you. Bye.
Veronica puts away her phone. She walks back into the house and she sees me and Leanne arguing. She's a stranger who you just invited to stay in a home like she's family? Are you insane? Have you lost your mind? Vinnie, I'm perfectly sane. Veronica is and will always be one of my dearest friends. I've known her for decades. A friendship like that never dies. Oh, that's BS, and you'll know it. You haven't seen her in over 25 years. That's not friendship. Like I said, a true friendship never dies. I'm furious. I put my fingers through my hair. You're talking out of your ass right now. Look, I know you two have history, but it's your history, it's not mine. Okay, so her leaving you and never coming back didn't hurt you? Yeah, sure. I can't change the past. What I can do is try to make sure you two don't clash heads. That's what I plan to do for you for the duration of her stay here. What will Ma think? I don't care what her mom thinks. Veronica is staying, and anyway, Ma loves Veronica. They get on like a house on fire. Ma would love nothing better than to catch up with one of her closest confidant. My point is she's staying. I tip over a fruit bowl out of frustration. You know I'm not going to let you get away with this. You keep pushing me, I might have to get violent. You know how fierce I can be when pushed. Don't test me. I'm not happy about this. Yeah, well, go tell it to someone who cares. I certainly don't. Go away. I walk away in fury. Veronica walks over to Leanne.
Thanks for sticking up for me.
Oh, you're welcome. But you and I need to have a serious chat about why you're here. We need to do that now. Veronica takes a seat on a stool.
I wanted to come home.
You haven't been home in over 25 years. You're having a midlife crisis.
Maybe.
Vinnie doesn't love you.
What did we just witness?
What do you mean?
Why was Vinnie so passionate about not wanting me to be here? If he didn't still hold feelings for me, he still loves me.
Leanne sighs. Whether he does or doesn't love you, do you really think it's a good idea to go down that road again with Vinnie? Considering the last time you were together, he broke your heart.
I'm sure we both matured since then.
Honey, I don't want to discourage you, but before Vinnie got together with Maddie, he was still the man you knew back in the old days. He was a man slut.
What do you mean?
I mean he hasn't changed in the slightest. He's only changed because of Maddie. Afraid if you stick around, he might revert back to his old self.
And all that change he's done would have been for nothing.
Exactly.
Fine. What if I don't pursue him and just decide to hang out with my friends?
Are you that strong to do that?
I reckon so.
Well, then do it. As long as you're sure you're not pursuing my brother.
I promise I'm not.
All right. Then how long are you sticking around?
6 weeks. If it's longer, I'll get an apartment somewhere.
Don't be silly. You can stay as long as you want. David Sr. won't mind.
Thank you, but I'm here after 6 weeks. I'm going to want an apartment.
Well, all right. Suit yourself.
I'm going to take a walk around the old town. What time is dinner?
Dinner should be ready in about 3 hours. I need to go to Walmart to buy some supplies, so I'll drop you off in town.
Thank you.
Let's go. Leanne grabs her handbag. Veronica does the same and walks towards the front door. It's pouring down with rain. Veronica is soaked in rainwater. She walks on the pavement without an umbrella. I drive past Veronica, stop up ahead, get out of my car while holding an umbrella, walk over to her and cover her head. Veronica is shocked by the gesture.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, well, you might be my worst enemy right now. Doesn't mean I want you to die of a cold.
You're always a gentleman.
Would you like something to eat?
What?
Our restaurant's just right over there.
Our restaurant. I still own half of it.
I lead Veronica to our restaurant. About that, I want to buy you out.
Not a chance. It's a nice earner for me. I'm not losing that.
Now you listen here, young lady. I built this restaurant from the ground up. Made it into a striving business it is right now.
Yeah, sure.
We reach my restaurant. You don't get to come in here and say you own it. All you ever did for me was give me the seed money to start it. That's it.
I did more than that. I brought the building you used to open up. I financed it when the recession hit in '08. I'm just as equally part of its success as you are. That's the bottom line.
You just keep finding new ways to irritate me. You're unbelievable.
That may be so, but I'm not selling.
Veronica walks into my restaurant. Our restaurant. Take a seat. I'll bring you something to eat.
I want to say hi to my staff.
Take a seat and I'll bring you something to eat. That's an order.
Fine, whatever.
Veronica takes a seat. I put down a medium-sized pepperoni pizza.
It smells delicious.
Well, you should know it's your family recipe. People still love it. Veronica picks up a piece of pizza, takes a bite. She chews and puts the half-eaten pizza down.
The texture of the sauce is all wrong.
How is it wrong? I made it precisely to your instructions.
No, it's not. Your staff has butchered my family recipe.
My staff has turned our business into a success story. We'd be nothing without them. Count your blessings.
All I'm thinking is, what else have they butchered that's mine too? I need to talk to your staff.
Oh, no. I know where this is going, and you are not coming back to work here.
I own half of it. I'll do what I like.
Keep pushing, and I will torch this place down. I'm begging you. Keep at it. I stand up, turn my back to Veronica.
I'm still in love with you.
I turn back around, and the shock all over my face. What did you say?
I said I'm still in love with you. I've been for over 30 years. I've never been able to shake you off. I want you back, Finn. It's always been you.
I walk out of the restaurant in utter shock. And on this cliffhanger, we sound out.
Endless Love was voiced by me, Emerson Peary, and written by Joao Nacida. If you've enjoyed this series, please share the series with your family and friends. And also be sure to subscribe to That Love Podcast and follow us on Twitter and Instagram on That Love Pod. Thank you for listening to this series. See you soon with more shows on That Love Podcast.
A suburban street in New Jersey is a quiet tree-lined street with single-family homes on either side. The homes are typically two-story, with well-manicured lawns and front porches. There are often sidewalks and driveways, and some of the homes have garages. Streets lined with trees, which provide shade and privacy. Leanne and David Sr.'s house is the biggest on the street. Veronica walks into Leanne's modern suburban kitchen in New Jersey. The kitchen is large and open, with plenty of natural light. The cabinets are white, with stainless steel appliances. The countertops are made of quartz and the floor is hardwood. There's an island in the center of the kitchen, which provided additional counter space and storage. The kitchen also has a breakfast nook where people could sit and eat while they cook. Leanne is on the phone with David, her son. And, well, you know that dick who you last heard on Military Guy walking away from his family? Yeah, anyway, he features in this series, so great. I mean it, David. You get your ass back here now. The son needs his father. Veronica opens up a coffee mug and pours herself coffee using a coffee maker.
Oh, nothing like a fresh cup of joe to start the day. Oh, and the gossip.
You have a day to get your ass back here, or Vinnie and I come looking for you. Leanne is furious.
Well, I guess it's a good thing we're not in a Quentin Tarantino movie. Otherwise, that would be a really bad idea.
Is that understood, David? Is that understood? Good. I'll see you later. Leanne hangs up and puts her cell phone away.
So what's the last drama in As the World Turns, Suburban Edition?
Well, 6 months ago, David discovered he had a son with Beth.
Sounds like a plot straight out of Gossip Girl.
Leanne nudged to agree.
Wait, Beth, the one who cheated on when she was in college? That Beth?
Yeah, his high school sweetheart, Beth. Anyway, he then went on to discover she cheated on him with Vinnie's kid, Connor.
Wait, what? I thought Connor was gay.
Leanne picks up a cloth and starts wiping the surfaces of her kitchen. Oh, he is, but he slept with Beth before he knew his sexuality.
Sounds like David's got more baggage than the Kardashians on vacation.
I know, right? And to think we used to think our lives were boring. Veronica laughs. When David found out, he was devastated, so he left town and we haven't seen him in over 6 months.
So he's coming back today? Great. Just what we needed. A long-lost family reunion.
Yeah, he's coming back and I'm going to use him as a punching bag.
Well, as long as you don't throw in the towel and call it a knockout.
Leanne laughs.
There won't be any room for me here. I mean, with all the emotional baggage coming with him.
Veronica makes herself some toast. Oh, stop that. Of course, there will. David will sleep in the basement.
Up and down there. It gets really cold at nights. He'll be uncomfortable.
Veronica smirks.
Oh, I'm sure you don't want to throw in a bed of nails, too.
I might if he pisses me off later.
Are you sure it's okay for me to stay?
Yes, relax. There's plenty of room. So what's your plans for today?
I was thinking I could help out Vinnie today, seeing how the restaurant is doing. Keep my hands busy so I won't accidentally punch David for you.
Today? No. Vinnie has an important guest coming to his restaurant today. He needs the meeting to go smoothly.
So what? What do you think will happen? World War III in the restaurant?
What I think and what I know is that you two like to fight. You'll get into an argument, and that might affect his mood going into his meeting, and we don't want Vinnie to turn into the Hulk, do we?
What's this meeting about, anyway? Is he meeting the president?
Well, that's none of your concern. Stay away from the restaurant. I mean it.
Fine. I'll stay well clear.
Veronica rolls her eyes.
Guess I'll just polish my verbal jabs another day.
Good. Now I need to warn Connor that David's coming back into town or today might end up like a fight club.
Unlikely, but a good idea. Just remember the first rule of Fight Club. You don't talk about Fight Club.
Veronica heads off with her coffee. I'm sitting talking to a man. The man is the famous musician and singer Jon Bon Jovi. I make Jon Bon Jovi laugh out loud and then excuses himself. Veronica's across the street, seeing all this, heads towards the restaurant. She sees Jon Bon Jovi touching one of the waitresses by the arm in a gentle, friendly way. Veronica misconstrues this as an act of aggression and walks over to Bon Jovi.
Oh, well. Look who's giving out free hugs. Keep your hands to yourself when you're around my servers, Mr. Rockstar.
Bon Jovi laughs. He's surprised by that.
What did you say to me?
It's a good thing you're not living on a prayer right now, because that kind of behavior won't fly in this restaurant.
One of the servers tries to talk, but Veronica glares at her.
Listen, lady. I wasn't trying anything with her. I'm a regular here. I'm friends with all the staff in here.
Oh, so being a perv is a sign of friendship?
Veronica smirks.
You must be the life of the party.
The server runs towards the back to get me.
Do you know who I am?
Should I? Oh, wait, I shouldn't. Were you my third grade teacher or the guy who invented spandex pants?
Jovi laughs.
Look, I'm just here to catch up with a friend. Why don't you keep your nose out of my business?
Why don't you mind your manners before I throw you to the curb and see if you can still run away?
What did you say to me?
Oh, so you are deaf. Let me repeat myself in sign language for you. Mind your manners before I throw you out.
I head over with a plate of linguine with clam sauce. Hey, what's going on? Why is everyone frowning? Jon Bon Jovi stands up and grabs his jacket.
Why don't you ask your lady friend?
Jon Bon Jovi walks off. Hey, John, what's the matter?
That guy was a jerk.
Oh, no, please tell me you didn't talk to him like that.
So what if I did?
Veronica, that was Jon Bon Jovi.
Who? What did you say?
He comes here every day for his lunch. One of the best customers and tippers. He also meant to be playing a birthday gig for my mom in less than 24 hours.
Oh, crap. Shit, I'm so sorry.
My mom is 90 years old tomorrow. She's been looking forward to the performance. She hasn't stopped talking about it since I told her. What have you just done?
Oh, I can fix this. I'll apologize to him. What's his number?
I can't believe you did this. And I walk off.
I'm sorry, Vinnie. Let me fix this. Maybe I can impersonate him and sing Living on a Prayer for your mom. She's old. She'll never know the difference.
I'm gone, shaking my head. Veronica sighs with frustration. Veronica walks in. David stands with his back to Veronica.
David, is that you? Or have I just stumbled upon a mannequin convention?
David turns around.
Veronica, what are you doing here? When did you get back here?
Shouldn't I be asking you that?
David walks up to Veronica and steals a quick hug from her.
I moved back into town. Couldn't resist the charm of this place, you know.
Yeah. Well, Mom's happy to have you here.
Well, she won't be for much longer. I'm like a tornado of trouble today.
What do you mean?
I did something terrible. Like, oops, I accidentally set the house on fire level terrible.
Well, I doubt it's any worse than telling a famous rock star to take a hike. Hang on.
You know about that?
Uncle Vinnie called to let us know that John won't be making it to the party.
Oh, out of 100. What's the likelihood Leanne doesn't know?
Leanne walks in. Oh, I'd say 0. Veronica turns to face Leanne. I told you not to go.
I know. I'm sorry, but in my defense, I didn't know who he was until Vinnie pointed it out. That said, I did get some puns right, so every cloud, I guess.
John's refusing to take our course. My ma was really looking forward to seeing him perform for her. She told everyone at a retirement. No one believed her.
Yeah, probably because they're all old and have no brains left to remember. It's like a scene from Cocoon over there.
Veronica and David laugh. Leanne smacks David.
Oh, what? It was a funny joke.
Veronica, this isn't funny.
Well, I can fix this. Trust me, I'm like a superhero when it comes to fixing messes.
Yeah, I've heard of your alter ego, Captain Chaos.
Yeah, and I've heard of yours, Captain. Yeah, I wish I was good at rhyming words.
All right, how? How will you fix this?
I don't know yet.
There's no fixing this. Vinnie wants to handle it. I say we let him do it.
Well, if you're sure.
I'm very disappointed in you, Veronica.
That makes 2 of us. But hey, at least we have something in common now.
Leanne walks off, shaking her head. Veronica stares at David.
Hey, I'm not doing it.
I didn't ask you to do anything.
Good, because I'm not driving you to John's apartment complex.
Oh, come on, David. Don't be a party pooper. It's not like I'm asking you to parachute onto his balcony.
Veronica smiles. And David looks worried.
I'm not driving you.
Don't be a spoil sport. We could be the next Ocean's 11 if we play our cards right.
Yeah, more like Shawshank Redemption.
Veronica rolls her eyes. David pulls up to Jon Bon Jovi's apartment complex. There's a gate preventing David from driving further into the car park.
I thought the gate might be open, but it's not. Can't go further unless John lets us go further.
All right, so call him. Ask him to let you in. I'm sure he'll do it. He's practically family, right?
Well, he would. What do you think will happen when he sees you next to me?
Oh, he'll be fine. You're overthinking this. Your family does that a lot. It's practically a superpower.
John will feel betrayed. He'll also end our friendship. I do not want that.
Don't worry, David. We'll just have to convince Jon that this is all just a big Mission Impossible style plan to win back his friendship. I've met him. He's dumb enough to believe us. Trust me.
Oh, sure, that's convinced me. You really know how to make a compelling argument.
Please, I really need your help.
It's a no. I'm driving you back home.
Look, I need to apologize. I tried calling Jon from the number you gave me and he hung up on me. If I can't fix what I've done, Vinnie will continue to hate me. Your grandma will miss out on a great birthday gift. Do you want me to disappoint an old lady, your grandma?
David sighs.
I'm not tricking Jon. So he buzzes you in. That's final.
Fine. Then I guess you'll just have to witness me climbing the gate to get in. I've always wanted to try my hand at parkour.
You'll get shot. New Jersey security men carry guns. Do you want to get shot?
I have no choice but to get shot. I'm basically an action hero at this point.
David sighs.
I'm driving you home.
David tried to reverse the car, but Veronica gets out of the car. She runs towards the gate.
Veronica, you get back in now.
Veronica starts to climb the gates. David gets out of the car and walks towards her. Veronica has managed to make her way up the gate, but it starts pulling back. Veronica starts to panic.
Oh, great. I'm stuck in a bad comedy sketch.
Well, at least it's not tragedy yet.
The car beeps its horn. David turns around to find Jon Bon Jovi getting out of his car.
I spoke too soon.
Jon walks up to David.
What the hell is going on here?
Oh, nothing much. Just me getting caught trespassing and hanging from a gate like a damsel in distress. You know, the usual bullshit that goes with being weird.
Veronica looks like a rabbit caught in the headlights.
You are in a heap of trouble.
Would you believe us if I said I came here to see you and apologize? You know, like a heartfelt apology with a side of trespassing.
Veronica winces, hoping for the best.
You're freaking insane. David, I expected better from you. Need a word with your uncle.
Mr. Jon, can I just...
Get off the damn gate before I call security.
Jon Bon Jovi walks back to his car as Veronica starts climbing down the gate. Jon gets in his car. He reverses and drives off at top speed.
Well, it looks like I'm going to be living on a prayer when Vinnie finds out.
David shakes his head. Veronica walks in to find an empty restaurant. I'm sat down reading the newspaper. Veronica walks over to me.
It's lunchtime rush. Where are all our customers? Do they have food poisoning, or have they all decided that today is the best day that they died?
Yeah. Where are my customers? That's the magic question. I get up from the table and put the newspaper on Veronica's chest before walking off. Veronica reads the newspaper headline. Rock and Roll Hall of Famer insulted by longtime friend Vinnie from Vinnie's Italian Feast. Veronica's face falls. Walks over to where Vinnie is wiping surfaces.
Look, I know there's nothing I can do to make up for this drama, but I'm sorry. And really, who reads newspapers anymore?
Veronica pushed the newspaper away. I glare at her.
In my defense, I tried to fix it. I mean, it didn't go well, but points for effort.
What does that mean? A waitress walks into the restaurant.
She's crazy, and I mean reality show level crazy. Well, thanks for the diagnosis, Doc. I had no idea it was crazy until you told me. Bitch!
The waitress walks to the back.
Vinnie, you're terrible at hiring people.
What did you do, Veronica? Veronica winces and says,
I climbed up Bon Jovi's apartment gates to try to apologize to him. You know, like a modern-day Romeo and Juliet, but without the love part.
Yeah, except instead of a balcony, you were clinging to a gate like a deranged squirrel.
Is that Vinnie with the jokes? That's as rare as finding a photo of Frank Sinatra smiling.
Get the hell out of my restaurant.
Fine. I'll leave. But before I go, can we at least have a Jerry Maguire moment and hug it out?
My nostrils flare.
You're considering it? No, I'm wrong. You're just mad at me.
Veronica looks to the exit. She comes back.
Hang on. It's my restaurant, too. And you're acting like I set it on fire.
I said, get the hell out.
Fine. I'll go. But all I say is people make mistakes. It's not a crime. Except for the gate climbing thing. That was. But let's not dwell on that.
I said, get the hell out.
Well, if you insist, but I hope you don't mind if I pass by you on the way out.
Veronica laughs, waiting for my glare to subside, but when it doesn't, she quickly walks out. Veronica is sitting on the couch, holding a tub of chocolate fudge ice cream. Looks miserable as she watches Frozen on Disney+. Pauses the TV when Leanne walks in. Well, you've had quite a day. It's like watching a sitcom where you're the star.
You don't have to remind me.
First, you insult a rock and roll Hall of Famer. You use my son to find out where he lives so you can stalk him. And then you cause Vinnie to lose all his customers. Am I forgetting something?
No, you covered most of it, but hey, at least my life isn't boring.
The good news is, Dorothy Hurley, who's Bon Jovi's wife, comes to my salon to get her hair done.
What does that mean? Do I have to become a hairdresser now?
It means I've talked to her. We came with a solution to fix this drama.
Why am I worried? Whatever solution you came up with involves me and more gate climbing.
You should be worried. Dorothy has a cousin who's single. He's around your age and just lost a wife to cancer.
Oh, great, just what I need, a widower and a rebound.
Hear me out.
What does she want me to do? Be his grief counselor?
She wants you to befriend him. In return, she'll get Jon to come back to the restaurant, make peace with Vinnie.
Oh, great. Trading one awkward situation for another.
Hold your horses. There's another condition you have to follow.
What is it? Do I have to wear a disguise or something?
You're not allowed anywhere near the restaurant when Jon's having his lunch.
Oh, that's fair.
Now you better go get ready. Your date is in an hour. Oh, and wear something that makes Brian want to live longer.
I didn't know my fashion choices had such a profound impact on people's life expectancy. Maybe I should start a fashion blog and save lives with one outfit at a time.
The poor guy's depressed enough. Doesn't need you to dress like an NFL player.
I know how to impress a man, Leanne. I watched enough rom-coms.
Veronica gets up from the couch. Yeah, and that's why there was a queue of boys at our dorm in college.
Yeah, they were all disappointed when they found out I was more of a Chandler than a Monica.
Yeah, whatever. Go get dressed. Maybe avoid the color red. Don't want any bull charging incidents.
Sure, because the last time I wore red, bulls charged me down the street.
Veronica smiles and walks off. Veronica's vacuuming when Leanne and I enter.
Well, how was the gig? Did Jon rock everyone's socks off?
My mom had the best time of her life.
I wish I could have been there. I'm sure Jon and I could have laughed at the whole gate climbing fiasco by now.
Yeah, or you could have insulted him again.
I said I'm sorry about that. Besides, I moved on to bigger and better insults. I have a few for you.
Veronica goes to insult me. You're a pain in the butt.
Well, at least I'm not a pain in the neck like you.
Sis, I've always had a pleasure spending time with you. Veronica, burn in hell.
Really mature, Vinnie. Thank you. Next time, can you come up with a more creative insult, please?
I walk off. Burn in hell.
I will, but I'll bring you with me.
I slam the front door shut.
Oh, he loves me, really?
Yeah, because it looked like it.
Is the restaurant back to normal?
Yeah, the local newspaper ran a new story about Vinnie and Jon. Everything is back to normal. Jon even had lunch at the restaurant to showcase that. People have been flocking back all day.
Oh, thank God. I'm starting to worry I'd have to disguise myself as a potted plant every time I went there.
I think you'd make a better cactus with all those prickly insults you throw around. Veronica shrugs.
True.
So what have you been up to?
Just trying to vacuum up all the drama around here.
I meant, how was the date with Brian?
Brian cried a lot. I tried to make him laugh.
Oh, let me guess, he cried even more?
Yep, I'm officially the worst first date ever. Maybe I should start a new career as a professional tissue provider.
Or maybe you should start a new trend in dating. Instead of coffee, you meet up for a good cry.
Well, I'm tempted by that idea.
Well, what happened after that?
I ended up looking up quotes to make him feel better, and he cried. I'm starting to think there's something wrong with the guy.
Yeah, he lost his wife to cancer.
Oh, damn it, I forgot about that.
Anything else happen here?
Beth was here earlier looking for David. She looked pissed off. It looked like she was about to blow a fuse.
She wants to talk to David Jr., but he's avoiding her.
They need to fix their drama. Oh, maybe they could try couples therapy with a side of karaoke. Worked for John Cusack and Kate Beckinsale. I can never say that name. But in Serendipity. It could be for Beth and David, too. Oh, maybe we could join them.
Yeah, because nothing says, let's fix our relationship like singing, I will always love you off key.
Does David want to fix this drama?
I keep telling him to, but he won't listen to me.
Do you want me to talk to him? I've got a knack for making things worse, but sometimes it turns out better in the end.
No offense, but I think I'd have better luck getting through to him if I spoke to him in Swahili.
Fine. Ignore someone trying to help you.
I'll handle this myself.
Yeah, good idea. We don't want another debacle now, do we?
Leanne nods her head as she walks off. Veronica puts the vacuum away. On this intriguing end, we sound out.
Endless Love was voiced by me, Emerson Peary, and written by Joao Nacida. If you've enjoyed this series, please share the series with your family and friends. And also be sure to subscribe to That Love Podcast and follow us on Twitter and Instagram on That Love Pod. Thank you for listening to this series. See you soon with more shows on That Love Podcast.
A modern residential complex situated in a bustling urban area. The apartment block stands tall, showcasing a sleek design with a mix of brick, concrete, and glass elements. Veronica and I stand beside David at a small and two-story apartment building nestled in a quiet neighborhood in New Jersey. The hallway is well maintained, painted in a neutral color, and adorned with simple yet tasteful artwork on the walls. David, visibly nervous, takes a deep breath, his anticipation evident. His eyes dart back and forth, scanning the hallway as if searching for reassurance or gathering his thoughts before the impending encounter.
I can't do this.
Oh, come on, David. If we don't go in, I'll have to resort to my backup plan, serenading Beth with I will always love you from the hallway. Trust me, nobody wants that.
Just so we're clear, I had strong reasons for leaving.
Strong reasons? Did they involve a secret mission to infiltrate a penguin gang or something? Because otherwise, I'm not sure strong reasons cut it.
Look at it this way, David. If you fix what you've done in the past, you might have your son back in your life again. And who knows, you might even get a participation trophy for Dad of the Year.
I knock on Beth's front door. And if you can't reconcile with Beth and Luke, you lose your son and the potential love of your life. But, hey, on the bright side, you'll have plenty of free time to perfect your juggling skills or learn how to yodel. Silver linings, my friend. Beth opens the front door, looks surprised to see us.
Well. Look who decided to finally come back from the dead.
I know, I'm sorry.
For what, exactly? Leaving your son for 6 months, not calling? What? Don't you dare say for being abducted by aliens. I've heard that one before.
All of it. My head was a mess.
Well, that excuses everything. You should have blamed it on a faulty GPS. At least that would have been more believable.
Can I come in and apologize to Luke?
He's at school. Even if he wasn't, he wouldn't want to see you. I'm sorry.
Luke wheels himself over.
Mom? What's going on? Oh, it's you. Hi, Luke. I'm Veronica. I'm your father's friend. This is Vinnie. Why is she acting like I don't know who Vinnie is? Is she crazy?
I laugh. Yeah, she is. First step to recovery is admitting it, right? Veronica slaps me on the arm as I continue laughing. Beth, we need to discuss this like adults. Can we do that, please?
Oh, you want to act like an adult now. Oh, so where was this attitude 6 months ago when I told you about Connor?
Oh, I wasn't the one who cheated.
Except you were. Because you did cheat on me back in college with my mom. This family's really messed up.
Luke, why don't we leave the adults to talk this out? We can go grab some ice cream and pretend this is a Jerry Springer episode. I admit it. I made some mistakes.
You made a few, if I remember correctly. It's like you majored in how to screw up relationships in college.
So do you, but we need to move on.
I don't need to move on from anything. You hurt me. You hurt me badly.
And I'm sorry. There's only so many ways I can apologize to you, Beth. Maybe I can hire a skywriter next time to spell it out for you.
Did you know that I was in the hospital?
You were hospitalized?
Yeah, for a month with pneumonia. At one stage, doctors gave me a 50-50 chance of actually surviving. I was close to death. My son could have lost me. He could have lost both his parents.
Fuck, I'm so sorry. Can I make it up to you with a world's best ex-boyfriend mug?
Yeah, because that makes up for everything. Just get out of my apartment and take your world's best ex-boyfriend mug with you.
Beth, come on. I'm really trying here, please. David tries to touch Beth. She slaps away his hand.
I said, get the fuck out of my house. No touching privileges for you.
David's shoulders slump. He walks out of the house. Beth slams the front door shut. David is sitting down. He looks downbeat as me and Veronica walk over to him. Well, no point in pulverizing your self-esteem over this mishap. So you screwed up. Big fucking deal. Real question is, how are you going to repair the damage with Beth and Luke? Picture this. A perpetual pizza party. Compliments of yours truly. What do you say? There's no making up for what I did, Vinnie.
I didn't count you for a loser, David. But if you want to keep wallowing like this, I might have to reconsider.
Well, I'm right. There isn't anything I can do to fix this. It's time to wave the white flag, my friend. Or, if you're feeling adventurous, slip into a clown suit, become the life of the circus. Just ask my cousin Eddie. Changed his life.
How about you start small? Like really small. Maybe get Luke a pet goldfish and hope it distracts him enough to forgive you.
What do you mean?
I mean, David can get Luke on board. He could bribe him with his favorite Star Wars toys. And then once he has him on board, it's like a Jedi mind trick to win over Beth.
Yeah, I doubt that. Luke might just end up using the Force to throw those toys back at you, David.
At least it's a start. And if it doesn't work, we can always resort to plan B. A magic show with disappearing acts. Maybe you can make your mistakes disappear too.
Magic show? I'm in. Always wanted to saw David in half. I laugh, trying to lighten the mood. You two still have feelings for each other. I can see it.
I'm ignoring that. What do you think of my plan?
So I get Luke on board. And then that warms Beth's heart enough to fix everything.
Well, I wouldn't say everything will be fixed. You did run away from your family for 6 months. It's like trying to fix a broken vase with duct tape. But it's a start. Maybe with time it can become a beautiful mosaic.
You know what? I'll do it. I'll go buy Luke some Star Wars gifts and hope it triggers his love for a galaxy far, far away.
Good. Off you go, young Jedi, and may the Force be with you.
David gets up from his seat, determined to take action, and walks off. David is standing next to a delivery man. David knocks on Beth's apartment door. Luke answers. Stood up on crutches. David is shocked.
Oh, crap.
What are you doing here?
Well, I came to give you a gift, but I'm guessing it's a bad idea.
Well, that would depend on the gift. What is it?
It's an electric wheelchair. You can zoom around like a race car driver with crutches. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
David winces and Luke glares at him. David moves aside to show Luke the gleaming electric wheelchair. Look, I'm not that crippled anymore. I get physiotherapy now. Doctors say I'll be able to walk normally again in 2 years if I continue doing my therapy. Are you saying I shouldn't bother with it? The delivery man looks to exit.
I'm just gonna shoot off. Good luck, bud.
Well, shouldn't I bother?
Well, would you look at that? Suddenly I wish I was in a Japanese game show.
You're unbelievable.
Look, I can see that. Luke, I'm so sorry. Can I make it up to you with a lifetime supply of ice cream?
Make it a lifetime supply of pizza. We might have a deal. Beth walks over.
Oh, go ahead. Throw hate at me.
Well, I think you're more than capable of doing that yourself, but let's be honest, a lifetime supply of pizza does have its merits.
I just want to fix things.
Well, maybe some things aren't fixable. But hey, if you're offering free pizza, we can negotiate. Beth shuts the door on David. David walks off, determined to come up with a better plan. Veronica and I are eating dinner, having beef ravioli with a couple of homemade beers. David's here with us, but the kid ain't touching his food. Seems lost in thought.
You should have gone with the Star Wars toys. The wheelchair was insensitive. Although, imagine Luke as a Jedi on wheels. That could be a sight to behold.
Leanne enters. Well, I'm here. What's the emergency? Sunshine here made things even worse with Beth and Luke. Well, it's just to come up with a solution to fix it. Oh, yeah, the wheelchair fiasco. What were you thinking, David? Did you miss the memo on how not to offend your son 101?
I was trying to come up with something to help my son. I failed. Sorry.
Look, I think I have a solution to fix this. How about you take Luke to Disneyland? Jon Bon Jovi has connections with the Disney head honcho. I can get him to arrange a special trip for you, Beth and Luke. Call it a family vacation. Mickey Mouse might just work his magic.
I don't know. I don't think she'll want to do that unless there's a roller coaster that can fix broken hearts.
Oh, yeah, I agree. It's a long shot. Well, it's better than us standing here without a plan to fix this. What have we got to lose? I say let's try it. Besides, I've always wanted to see Mickey Mouse break up a family dispute.
Fine. We'll do it. We'll take Luke and Beth to Disneyland. Should be fun. If all else fails, we challenge Goofy to a dance-off.
Veronica and Leanne share a look.
I better head over there to tell them.
David stands up and heads towards the door.
Why the hell did you suggest that idea?
What? What's wrong with it?
What's wrong with it? They won't be allowed into the parks.
Why not?
Why not? Because Beth is barred. That's why not.
She is?
David Jr. and she went there in high school. They got caught having a romantic interlude on one of the rides. Let's just say they were trying to experience the Magic Kingdom in more ways than one. They got barred from every Disney park in the world for life.
Well, fuck.
Fuck indeed. What do you think will happen now? David's going to suggest the idea, Beth's going to put him down, and nothing will be resolved between them.
Well, I can fix this.
Oh, you've done enough. Leave it to me. I've got a plan that will make Cinderella jealous.
What do you got planned?
I'll tell you once I made a few calls to my bank. Excuse me.
Leanne takes out her cell phone to make a call, leaving Veronica and me wondering what her plan is. David knocks on Beth's door. It's 12 a.m. There's no answer. David tries the door handle, and the door is unlocked. Lets himself in. The living room is dark, so David switches on the lights. Lights come on and Beth screams. David screams.
Beth is kissing a man. David, what the hell are you doing here?
The hell am I doing here? What the hell are you doing engaging in romantic rendezvous with a stranger on a school night? Should I brought some popcorn?
The man picks up his coat, starts putting it on. The man isn't a stranger, he's Alan. Alan raises his hand to say hi.
I don't need his name. How long is he staying? We need to talk. Perhaps we can all schedule a group therapy session.
We have nothing to talk about. Get out.
Look, I came here to suggest we take a family trip to Disneyland together. Minus Alan. Human suction cup of excitement, of course.
Alan laughs and goes to exit. Alan, I'm sorry. Don't leave because of him. Alan! Alan walks off and Luke enters.
What's the commotion about? I heard screams.
Well, son, stumbled upon your ma in the midst of a heated rendezvous with Alan. Undisputed maestro of napkin origami, his folds are so mesmerizing they'd put a magician to shame.
Oh, give me a break. And what are you, a Texan gunslinger?
Alan is the definition of boredom, Mom. He's a science fiction fanatic. It's like having a permanent ticket to Snoozeville.
So what are you, Luke, the captain of excitement police?
Mom, I'm a dorky kid. It's in my nature to appreciate science fiction and embrace my inner nerd.
Okay, are we going to Disneyland or not?
We're going to Disneyland? Sweet! Can I dress up as a Jedi and challenge Darth Vader to a lightsaber duel?
We're not going anywhere. Your dad and I are barred from Disneyland. And your dad is leaving because I'm going to unleash my secret karate moves on him.
I want to spend time with my son, Beth. Let's have a family adventure and show Alan what real excitement looks like.
Well, you should have thought of that before you left 6 months ago. Now get out unless you want me to use my power of my super mom punch.
Mom, that's a bit extreme. Dad's trying to reconnect with us.
Go to bed, Luke. You have school tomorrow.
Dad, do you want to pick me up tomorrow morning for school? We can create our own superhero backstory, save the day before classes.
You're not spending time with him.
Yeah, sure, son. I'd like to spend time with you tomorrow morning.
David sticks out his tongue playfully at Beth and then walks off. Leanne is in the front seat driving. Veronica and David sit in the back.
Lucas, pardon me, but Beth is as stubborn as a bull. Won't budge an inch.
Well, your mom has an ingenious plan to win Beth's forgiveness. It's a real game changer.
Oh, no kidding. Is it a journey to the moon? Maybe a personalized apology delivered by Beyonce herself?
We're just pulling up to it now. Leanne pulls the car to a stop in front of a two-bed house. House is on one floor.
What's going on, Mom? We house hunting for Veronica?
No, it's for you. Vinnie stands in front of the house talking to builders.
You're buying me a house. You trying to spoil me like a lost puppy?
No, I'm buying Beth and Luke a house because a family should live in a home. Besides, I need a grandchild who doesn't get spoiled by weekly ice cream cones.
Mom, this is incredible. We can't ask you to do this. Too much.
Oh, it's nothing. Just consider it a late Mother's Day gift. Plus, I'll have a free vacation home when I need a break from you two.
You know, you could always live with Beth and Luke in this family home.
Yeah, like Beth will want us to live together. There's a better chance of Bigfoot becoming a fashion model than that happening any day soon.
Veronica laughs.
Can't believe I caught her with that jerk last night. Who even is he?
Alan is her dentist. You don't need to worry about him. It's just physical between them. She still pines for you.
And how do you know that?
Beth's sister, my trusty hair guru, dishes out the details. The chatter flowed faster than hairspray at a rock concert.
David laughs. So what's your first impression of the house? Is it fit for a prince or just fit for a village idiot?
Looks amazing. Looks familiar, though. We've been here before.
Oh, yeah. It's Beth's old family home. A little TLC and it'll be the perfect nest for your lovebirds.
Oh, yeah. No wonder I recognize the picket fence and bike shed. It's like deja vu. Both more termites.
Look, Vinnie's been haggling the price of the house all day. Come on, let's go see it, and then you can sweep Beth off her feet with your interior decorating skills.
Veronica, Leanne, and David get out of the car and head towards the house. Beth knocks on the rundown house door.
It's open. Come in if you dare. Watch out for the family of squirrels in the living room.
Beth walks in and is surprised by the cluttered, chaotic mess that is our house. What do you want? Why am I here? Did you bring me to an episode of Hoarders?
First of all, I'm sorry. Sorry for running away when you told me about Connor. It was childish and, well, irresponsible. I mean, I had a son, for crying out loud. You can't dodge your parental duties like a game of dodgeball.
But you did.
Anyway, truly sorry for my actions. And it'll take time for you to forgive me, but I hope in due time you will. And no, I won't hold my breath because I'm not a deep sea diver.
Beth looks uncomfortable. I hope I will too, but seriously, did you even consider a career in stand-up comedy? You're a natural.
Anyway, I know it's gonna take some time for me to make up for my actions, but I want to start with this. David pulls out a set of keys and throws them at Beth. The keys that are on the chest fall to the ground. She picks them up.
What's this? The keys to the kingdom of clutter?
Those keys are the keys to this house. I bought you this house.
Oh, finally I have my own reality TV show. Life with a Human Tornado in the House of Mayhem.
That's it? Is that all I'm getting? No confetti cannon or fireworks?
What do you expect me to do? Organize a flash mob? This house needs more than keys to be a home.
I know that. I'm gonna fix it for you. Transform this place into a home of our dreams. Vinnie's gonna handle the renovations. I'll handle all the finance parts of the rebuilding. Gonna turn this place into a Taj Mahal of suburban bliss.
Oh, well, great. Can't wait for the construction noise and epic battles with the home improvement gods.
Oh, what do you think of the gift? Would you prefer a housewarming llama instead?
Well, it won't make up for everything you've done these past months, but it's a start. That's all I can hope for right now. So thank you, you tornado of chaos.
Beth goes to hug David, but then decides to shake his hand instead.
Don't worry. We're gonna rip everything down and start again. It's like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Our home will rise from the rubble. Vinnie's gonna channel his inner Bob the Builder. We'll make this place shine.
How can you afford this? Did you win the lottery or discover buried treasure?
Well, it's a 50-50 joint venture with my ma. Vinnie and Veronica chipped in too. We're like the Avengers of home improvement.
Oh, cool. I always knew you had a secret identity as Captain Renovation.
Want a quick tour? We'll be dodging construction debris, but it's all part of the adventure.
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's navigate this hazardous maze together. But I swear, if you encounter a wild boar, I'm blaming you.
Beth follows David as we head into the kitchen, ready to embark on the comedic journey of home renovation. David walks in as Veronica, Leanne, and I are having lunch.
So, did she like the gift? Did she break out into a spontaneous dance of joy?
Yep, she did a full-on interpretive dance routine in the living room. It was like Dancing with the Stars, but with fewer sequins.
Has she forgiven you for your diabolical actions? Is she considering granting you the prestigious Redeemed Father of the Year award?
Well, not exactly, but she's willing to let me see Luke and build from there. Baby steps, you know. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was trust.
Oh, thank God we can finally sleep easy now, knowing that our dear friend David isn't banished to the doghouse forever. David laughs and starts making himself a plate of lunch as I receive the text on my phone. Take out my phone, read the text. Alright, I gotta go. Duty calls. Someone young and pretty wants a taste of this irresistible charm. Veronica's face falls. David and Leanne share a mischievous look. Look, I'm telling you, the ladies in New Jersey can't resist my magnetism. I'm like a walking disco ball of seduction.
Yeah, more like an aging disco ball missing a few reflective tiles.
I laugh and exit. Veronica picks up the plates, takes them to the kitchen sink. Leanne follows her.
I think it's time you told Vinnie why you're really here, Veronica. Your heart's been singing his name since you arrived.
I don't know what you're talking about. My heart only sings off-key karaoke.
Honey, you love him. You always have. That's why you're back here. You're to fight for the love of your life, not just for a slice of pizza.
Veronica turns around to face Leanne, her expression a mix of nervousness and determination.
What if?
No what-ifs allowed. You won't know until you tell him. It's time to unleash your inner romantic warrior.
Veronica takes a deep breath, preparing herself for the love battlefield.
Alright, I'll do it. I'll tell Vinnie. I'll confess my undying love and hope he doesn't run for the hills.
Leanne cheers and gives Veronica an enthusiastic hug.
You better do it quick. Vinnie's like a shooting star, always disappearing into the night sky.
Veronica and Leanne turn around startled. Why should I do it quickly?
Because Vinnie's just gone to another one of his famous booty calls. Man has more secret admirers than Santa Claus on Christmas Eve.
Right, better catch him before he conquers another heart. Well, good luck, my brave love warrior. I won't need it, but thanks for the well wishes. David and Leanne share a laugh as Veronica heads towards the kitchen door, ready to declare her feelings. On this comically hopeful note, we fade out.
Endless Love was voiced by me, Emerson Peary, and written by Joao Nacida. If you've enjoyed this series, please share the series with your family and friends. And also be sure to subscribe to That Love Podcast and follow us on Twitter and Instagram on That Love Pod. Thank you for listening to this series. See you soon with more shows on That Love Podcast.
Navigating the dimly lit corridor, Veronica approaches my apartment and raps on the door. Silence. She knocks once more. I'm a poet. Leave, I'm in the middle of something. Without hesitation, Veronica retrieves a set of keys from her bag. Key to my heart or key to your apartment? Today they're the same. She enters. As she steps in, she lets out a horrified scream. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. What the hell, Veronica? I told you I was occupied. I thought you were just binging the Kardashians, not entertaining company. Well, we wanted to keep up. We were watching the Kardashians just in fewer clothes. She shields her eyes, trying to navigate out of the apartment. In a hasty retreat, she bumps into a lamp, sending it crashing. I swear, I'm not peeking. Did they not have peekaboo in your childhood? Quickly righting the lamp, Veronica dashes out, slamming the door behind her. Here's Veronica sits in the back seat, heading to Leanne's. She dials Leanne's number. Look, I just needed a distraction this morning, okay? Didn't want a whole thing at breakfast, but hold on. Her attention shifts outside. Exiting a nightclub is a familiar-looking man and a woman. Is that Rob? With a woman? Leanne, what does Maddie look like? The man is undeniably attractive. Oh, Driver, stop the car. The ride-share driver promptly stops. Problem? Apart from my life turning into a reality show, no problem. Sounds like good TV. Where can I stream it? Veronica takes a quick picture of Rob and Maddie. Leanne, is Maddie blonde, about 5 foot, perhaps a bad choice tramp stamp? Veronica narrows her eyes on the woman. She is, indeed, blonde and around 5 foot tall. Any distinct features on Maddie? Maybe a snake tattoo on her right calf? As if on cue, a woman's skirt reveals a snake tattoo. Veronica's heart sinks as the man gently lifts Maddie's hand for a kiss, only to then pull her into a deeper embrace. Well, I was looking for a distraction. This wasn't it. Ma'am, is everything all right? Just drive, please. The car moves forward. Veronica strolls in, still in her pajamas. Leanne is engrossed in the latest Family Guy episode playing on TV. Oh, really? PJs at this hour? They're just the latest trend from home to dinner couture. Leanne laughs. I had a morning shift at the restaurant, okay? Didn't just roll out of bed.
Did you serve coffee or will you still try to drink it?
Veronica rolls her eyes.
Touchy. Then again, considering the news my brother shared about last night, how are you doing?
Just perfect. Spotted the love of my life with a drop-dead gorgeous blonde.
Well, was she also in PJs?
No, but she was beautiful.
Aw, yeah, that would be Maddie, his fiancée.
Yeah, got a full view of that. I can't believe I forgot about their engagement.
Oh, it's all right. I forget he's my brother half the time.
Veronica stares into space.
You need to give Vinnie some space, Veronica. What's meant to be will be.
Trust me, I get it, but on my way back from the restaurant, I saw...
If he's meant for you, he'll come around.
Leanne, are you even listening?
You know I tune out half the time.
Fantastic.
He'll pick you.
Time's not exactly on my side.
Oh, it's never on anyone's, but mark my words, Maddie's fling with Vinnie won't last long.
What do you think is that expiry date?
2 weeks tops. Maybe 3 if Maddie goes on a shopping spree.
You haven't experienced a night with him.
Well, thank heavens. Otherwise, I'd be behind bars, and the town would never stop talking.
You'd be behind bars because...
Leanne just arches an eyebrow.
All right, sibling territory.
As much as we dance around this, you need to confess to Vinnie. Dragging it out helps no one.
But you just said...
I'd rather see him with my best friend than some random fling.
I shudder to think what you say about me when I'm not around.
All good things because I adore you.
You adore me because I had never borrowed your shoes in high school.
Oh, you remembered. That's true love.
Veronica sighs.
Are you spilling the beans to Vinnie?
Seems pointless. He'll never pick me. Even if he did, it wouldn't last.
Oh, when did you become so cynical?
Reality check.
Just imagine, you and Vinnie together, after all these years. It's something worth fighting for.
Or it could go the other way. He'd parade Maddie around just to get under my skin.
Oh, he's not that cruel.
You think you know him.
You knew him once. Times have changed.
So has his hairline. Men don't change. Our mothers taught us that.
They don't. But their fashion choices sometimes do. Remember Vinnie's neon pants phase?
Veronica laughs. I miss that. Oh, the small blessings in life. I love it.
Oh, don't worry. I have a ton of pictures to send to you. Get ready for laughs.
Veronica smiles as her thoughts go towards Vinnie. The atmosphere is thick with tension. Leanne, with a concerned expression, addresses Veronica.
You might want to talk to him about it, by the way. Well, you've got company.
If it's another Girl Scout selling cookies, you just get mint ones.
Well, it's not the Girl Scouts.
Veronica, looking puzzled, responds. Then who is it?
April and Dan make their entrance.
Hello, Mother. Surprised to see us?
Veronica, taken aback, replies.
April, what are you doing?
April, with a hint of sarcasm, cuts in.
Here? Thought we'd pay to visit. After all, and your daughter seemed like the thing to do.
Gosh, if we were all this dramatic on visits, I'd get season tickets.
April gives Veronica a reproachful look.
Leanne, trying to break tension, interjects. This seems to be a family showdown, and I need to make myself a strong coffee.
Make it a double. And throw in some whiskey for good measure.
April slaps Dan on the shoulder.
It's a joke, it's who I am.
The setting remains unchanged, but the mood grows more somber. Veronica, April, and Dan settle in. While Leanne gets a drink, April is visibly agitated. April, I left to find myself again. Remember how I've always told you to follow your heart? You did that with Dan, and now you have, a beautiful family. April, with a mix of anger and confusion, retorts,
That's a sweet sentiment, except you vanished without telling anyone and barely kept in touch. And to be fair, I did vanish for a magic show once, but I came back after 3 minutes.
April glazed.
I didn't mean to worry you.
Dan, clearly frustrated, joins in. Yet here we are worried, and you're acting as if this is a mere inconvenience.
You left everything behind in Seattle for what? New Jersey? Why?
Leanne, feeling the need to defend the home, fires back.
You might want to be careful with what words you use, considering you're a guest in my dumpster city.
Dan, exasperated, argues. That's not the point. Veronica, you can't just say there's no reason. Leanne, hoping to give clarity, explains.
She's here because of an old flame. One she carried a torch for years.
Dan jokingly asks, What, Crims Hemsworth?
No, my brother Vinnie.
April, in shock, reacts.
Hold on. You're here for Dad's old business partner? Seriously?
Veronica, emotionally overwhelmed, admits,
It sounds wild, but it's true. I love Vinnie. Saying it out loud is kind of surreal, I must say.
April, still grappling with the revelation, demands,
And you kept this from us? Why the secrecy?
Leanne, ever the peacemaker, tries to cool things down.
Can we all just take a breath? Your mother's navigating complex emotions here. Give her a minute.
April impatiently retorts,
No, I want answers, Mom.
Veronica, sounding resigned, states,
Okay, all right. Let me explain everything. About your dad, about Vinnie, about the decisions I made.
April sarcastically comments,
Oh, this should be good.
Veronica, sensing the need for some liquid courage, says,
Leanne, I could use a drink.
Leanne, ever the gracious host, responds,
Way ahead of you.
Leanne proceeds to pour a scotch, preparing the room for a deep heart-to-heart. Leanne places a scotch in front of Veronica, who immediately takes it and gulps it down.
Now that's what I call instant therapy. Well, we're waiting for you to talk. Vinnie was your father's business partner 35 years ago. They both had a thriving computer business. Your dad was the main engineer.
Thriving? So what's her inheritance, a vintage mouse or an old floppy disk?
I was dating Vinnie back then. Then Apple approached the company and they were interested in the software your dad was crafting. Your father was so keen to sell, Vinnie, however, believed in his potential and wanted to nurture it. And since Vinnie had equal voice in the company's decisions, he voted the sale. This led to a rift. Your dad became resentful.
So basically this drama was Succession, but 35 years ago. Did it win an Emmy?
Things got worse. Henry, in his bitterness, started to drink and gossip. He falsely told me that Vinnie was unfaithful. Didn't you have doubts? I trusted Vinnie when he said he'd keep business out of personal life. He kept his word.
So you were oblivious to Henry's scheme against Vinnie?
Well, she was in the dark until 2 decades later when a drunken Henry spilled everything. You need to understand, April. I was completely unaware of the entire business debacle. I believed every word Henry said. Sure, I was gullible, but that's what love and betrayal does to a person.
And talk about taking trust, but verified to a whole new level.
So my dad lied to you about Vinnie's supposed affair. She learned the ugly truth, that drunken night with your dad, only 20 years later. When I confronted your dad the next day, your sober dad confessed. The trust left a marriage, and there was no turning back from that. Well, how did you and my dad get together in the first place? When I found out about Vinnie, I was angry and hurt, so I wanted out. Away from everything familiar. Henry sold her a dream, a vision of a new life in a faraway land.
It resonated with the dream Vinnie and I shared. So Henry and I formed what we jokingly called the D-Generation X Alliance. I still wonder if that name made any sense. The name like that, you'd expect at least a secret handshake to be mentioned in this pathetic story.
In a way, it did. Well played.
Before leaving, your mom wrote Vinnie a letter, explaining she was choosing Henry over him. She hadn't seen Vinnie since until 3 months ago. And you're here now because...
Well, isn't it obvious?
I've returned to fight for my love. I want Vinnie. I need him back in my life.
You want who back? All eyes turn to me, who stands at the doorway, mix of shock and curiosity on my face. Veronica and I strolled through the park, soft rustling of leaves underfoot providing a gentle ambience. We paused near a bench, the weight of the past evident in their eyes. You know, this is the same park where I once lost my kite and my dignity. At least one of them was fun.
All right, out with it. Why this spot? You didn't drag me here for a yoga class, did you?
No, we're both past yoga. I'm closer to getting a new hip than doing yoga.
What's your verdict? Are you choosing me?
Veronica, 35 years have come and gone since our time.
I remember, Vinnie. I was there with you.
Yeah, and then you left with Henry.
Did Henry ever confess why I did leave?
With my hairline and memory, a reminder's always good. So go ahead, please.
You really don't know?
I assumed you had chosen him over me. The hurt made me resent you for years. What was the truth from your end?
After we parted, Henry told me you'd betrayed our love. Said you cheated on me with another woman.
And you took his word as gospel. We slowly settle onto the bench, weight of the past pulling us down.
You would come home late, reeking of alcohol, sometimes a woman's scent. I mean, come on, even a dog was suspicious of that scent.
I was not with another woman, Veronica. Trust me on this.
Explain those nights, then, and the mysterious perfume.
Henry slapped me with lawsuits. I was going to bars to discuss the lawsuits with my lawyers. Wanted advice. As for the scent, it was Leanne's favorite lavender spice. It dawns on Veronica.
That's right. I remember the fragrance now. She was your assistant at the time.
Yep. She teasingly sprayed it on me because she knew I despised it. That's how it clung to me. If I had a penny for every time she'd spray me with that, I'd probably afford a scent-free lawyer. A realization washes over Veronica, revealing the gravity of the misunderstandings.
How could I have been so blind?
It's water under the bridge now. I've moved on. Maddie's in my life, and I plan to marry her soon.
Really?
Yep. Doesn't even mind my snoring. Can you believe it?
You're marrying her so soon. She's not expecting, is she?
No, we're tying the knot before our world tour next year.
World tour? What are you two, a rock band?
Veronica falls into a pensive silence. Look, our history will forever be etched in my heart. But the past is just that, the past. If circumstances were different back then, maybe there would be an us.
We both regret our past, Vinnie.
Regret won't rewrite history. Life moved on. I did, and so should you. She rises from the bench, her voice quivering.
And for the record, those nights you smelled like lavender. I always thought you were moonlighting in a garden.
Well, I am a good gardener.
Does my love mean nothing? Does confession fall on deaf ears?
It mattered once, but that was a different time. Why would it change anything now?
Because I see it in your eyes, Vinnie. The love, the connection, it's still there.
I'm not the same man, Veronica. My feelings have shifted. I'm grateful for our time, but it's time to part. Take care of yourself, you'll be missed.
I won't give up, Vinnie. I'll keep trying to win your heart, even if it's the last thing I do. My love for you is undying.
Be rational, Veronica. What's the purpose of pursuing this now?
It's about reclaiming lost time. Doing what I should have done long ago. I let you go once, but I won't make the same mistake. Love takes courage. And guess what? I'm the definition of courage.
Veronica rises from the bench, leaving me puzzled. What is your plan, Veronica?
You'll see soon enough.
Why does every romantic encounter in my life feel like I missed the briefing? But she's already out of sight. My phone buzzes with a new WhatsApp message. Opening it, I find a photo of Maddie in a provocative pose. My heart skips a beat, not from attraction, but from the accompanying text. Can't wait for tonight, Rob. Be ready for me. The realization hits Vinnie like a ton of bricks. Maddie is seeing Rob, his trusted head chef. Exiting her Uber, Veronica heads towards my residence. But a sleek Corellia brakes. Out steps Rob. Maddie not far behind, each carrying luggage.
What's going on here?
We didn't mean for it to happen, but feelings changed. We're in love. Maddie's eyes avoid Veronica's.
Maddie, if you avoid my eyes any harder, you'll start looking behind you.
We need to go.
You two need to be honest with Vinnie. Face him. He deserves the truth. Tell him what you're doing. Why? So righteous style. Aren't you here to win him back? Or am I wrong about that?
Maddie, we're going to be late for our flight. We need to move.
Maddie, if you ever cared about him, tell Vinnie the truth. Give him closure. I'm not obligated to explain myself. If you're so concerned, you tell him. Now excuse us, we have flights to catch.
With that, Maddie strides past Veronica. Rob follows suit, loading the luggage and driving off. Feeling a mix of anger and concern, Veronica hastily hails a cab, dialing Leanne as she does.
Leanne, it's urgent. Where's Vinnie? Is he all right?
A clearly drunk me hurls a wine bottle at the wall, its contents splashing everywhere. Leanne, gripping her phone tightly, pleads with me.
Vinnie, that was a vintage worth thousands.
Tita, threatening to throw another. You literally pouring our profits against the wall. I pick up another bottle.
Stop. Drop it.
If you throw that, I'll go full action hero mode on you. Me, lost in my temper and sadness. Smash. The second bottle.
Veronica, he's losing it. I need you here. Maybe you can reach him.
Hopping into a taxi, Veronica continues her conversation.
I'm coming. Just keep him safe.
The driver waits for instructions.
Driver, it's an emergency. Think of it like a Fast and Furious man of the explosions.
The driver starts the engine. As Veronica taxi pulls up, the scene is chaotic. Flashing police lights, crowd of onlookers, and the handcuffed Vinnie being read his rights. Anything you can say and will say. Veronica rushes over, her determination evident.
Hold on, officer. No charges will be pressed. I co-own this place.
Regardless, ma'am, he's caused considerable damage.
I'm aware, but as I said, I won't press charges, so uncuff him and I'll have a word with your supervisor.
Reluctantly, the officer releases Vinnie. She collapses onto a nearby booth, tears streaming. Leanne approaches.
Your staff are traumatized, Vinnie.
Ask them to help clean up. Offer extra compensation for tonight. Bill me.
As Leanne leaves, Vinnie chokes out words through his tears. She betrayed me.
Well, I made mistakes, Vinnie. Remember your past?
I can't move past this. The compassionate waitress places a coffee before me.
It's a double shot. Figured he needs some sobering up. Thanks. Drink up, Vinnie. We're heading to Leanne's after. I grimace after a sip. Life without her seems impossible. You won't be alone. I'm here. Why? You could be anywhere, living your life. Why here? Because you're my reason. I've always loved you, even if you see yourself as past your prime. I just feel like a washed-up celebrity. To me, you've always been an irresistible high school heartthrob. Always. I chuckle. Mimicking Patrick Swayze became my life's mission. I've been smitten ever since. Everything here reminds me of Rob's betrayal. Breathe. Let's get you to Leanne's. I need to confront her. She's gone, Vinnie, with Rob. Vinnie's sobs are heart-wrenching. Veronica stirs awake on the couch as Leanne enters with Dan and April. Where's Vinnie? Oh, he's at the restaurant making amends, but he's all right, don't worry. Thank God. Vinnie's been through the ringer, hasn't he? You know, he's had more plot twists than a telenovela. Mom, his pains, they make it even more obvious why you're here for him. You two are magnetic. You belong together. I thought you'd be upset with me, considering everything. Well, surprise! More unpredictable than a cat's and video's popularity.
The past is past. April and I talked, and we both think that right now this is where you should be. Vinnie completes you, right?
Well, I suppose.
April!
All right. Yes, I agree. Mom, you always said choose your dreams. To chase them. Whether it's love, joy, or ambitions, now it's our turn to remind you. We urge you, chase your heart. Go for Vinnie.
A smile blooms on Veronica's face.
I'm so grateful, truly.
Veronica rises, enveloping both April and Dan in a warm embrace.
Hold on, Mom. We're not just going to vanish. Dan and I were discussing, and we're actually smitten with this town.
Oh, what are you hitting at?
Well, I might be checking out some real estate listings soon, considering a move.
Oh, good. Property values just went up.
April chuckles. This place feels right.
Well, that's a swift change of heart. Amidst the light banter, forlorn Vinnie appears, capturing everyone's attention.
Vinnie, are you okay?
Without a word, Vinnie strides up to Veronica, cupping her face, and kisses her with fiery intensity. The room falls silent, punctuated only by their breaths. As abruptly as he started, Vinnie disengages and leaves, stunning everyone.
Well, sure knows how to make an exit.
I think that's Vinnie's unspoken declaration. Well, it sure seems that way. Mom, I'm over the moon for you. So am I.
As Veronica and April share a heartfelt embrace.
Emotions running high, no tissues? What amateurs?
Leanne and April laugh. On the sweet moment we shout out, leaving a sense of hope and love in the air.
Endless Love was voiced by me, Emerson Peary, and written by Joao Nacida. If you've enjoyed this series, please share the series with your family and friends. And also be sure to subscribe to That Love Podcast and follow us on Twitter and Instagram on That Love Pod. Thank you for listening to this series. See you soon with more shows on That Love Podcast.
Veronica and I find ourselves in the magnificent museum, a hidden gem tucked away in the heart of New Jersey. The warm rays of the Saturday sun filter through the tall windows, casting a soft golden glow over everything within. It's a quiet day.
The only voices we hear are our own as we explore the hallowed halls of the historical sanctuary. The museum walls are adorned with exquisite paintings, each one a masterful portrait of a renowned figure from New Jersey's storied past. These artworks capture the essence and charisma of the state's historic luminaries, each brushstroke bringing them to life in vivid detail. One portrait portrays Thomas Edison, the inventor whose brilliance illuminated the world with the invention of the light bulb. His eyes seem to hold the secret of 1,000 ideas, and his contemplative expression is forever immortalized in oil and canvas. Adjacent to Edison's portrait stands a tribute to Clara Barton, the pioneering nurse and founder of the American Red Cross. Her compassionate gaze seems to reach out, inspiring a sense of empathy and caring that transcends time. Further along the gallery, we encounter the solemn yet determined countenance of William Carlos Williams, a celebrated poet and physician whose words gave voice to the essence of New Jersey life.
Why did you bring us here, Vinnie?
Oh, I thought I'd whisk you away and express my gratitude for accepting my apologies. I also want you to know that any thoughts of Maddie have vanished completely from my mind. You're the only one who matters to me. She's a distant memory.
I'm relieved to hear that.
I'm genuinely sorry.
I despised you from when we first returned to town, but now I've warmed up to your apology. I must admit that was rather unique.
I chuckled.
I'm surprised there aren't more people here. I mean, it's Saturday.
Bon Jovi is friends with the head art curator. I asked him to arrange this for us. Thought it might be a romantic gesture.
So, Vinnie, you're saying Bon Jovi is the secret to your romantic gestures?
Well, you know, when you have rock and roll legends on your side, that makes life a lot easier.
So why would you want anything to be romantic between us? I didn't think you were interested in me like that.
Well, I'm full of surprises. We stroll over to another painting. This one depicts Julia Roberts and Hugh Grant together recreating a scene from Veronica's favorite movie, Notting Hill. Hugh sits on the bench, engrossed in a book, while Julia reclines in his lap, visibly pregnant.
Okay, what the heck?
I laugh.
Vinnie, if this is your way of recreating movie scenes, I hope you've been practicing your British accent.
Well, let's just say I'm working on it. Do you like artwork?
It's a painting that encaptures a scene from my all-time favorite movie. It's right here, of course I like it.
I asked April to tell me a favorite movie, so I could arrange for a local artist to recreate it for you.
Are you sure you didn't just want to impress me with your art knowledge?
Well, of course not, but if it's working, I won't complain.
But don't get too cocky, I haven't agreed to a date yet.
I laugh.
I had no idea you had this level of thoughtness in you. I'd call it a delightful surprise, like enduring a long winter only to wake up to a sunny day. Alright, why would you put in all this effort for nothing? This isn't even a date. You're not trying to gain anything from it.
Hey, now don't accuse me of having ulterior motives. I'm just a nice guy trying to do something thoughtful here.
Why did you do this, Vinnie?
I wanted to take you out and surprise you. And then hopefully this will lead to...
Lead to what?
I don't know, maybe a date, or maybe not.
That's sweet, Vinnie.
I grin, looking like a kid who just received a kiss from their school crush. So what do you say we give this another shot? You're single, I'm newly single, and there's definitely an attraction between us. At least I hope so.
You're quite the charmer, Vinnie.
Look, all I'm saying is, there are no obstacles in our way. We have a clear shot at building a future together.
Well, I think so too.
I smile, but there's a hint of uncertainty in Veronica's response. Okay, but why do I feel like you're about to turn me down at any moment? It's like I'm a hot air balloon having the time of my life, but I'm worried it's about to burst and plummet.
Well, Vinnie, your charm might just be powerful enough to stop a hot air balloon from plummeting.
Well, now there's a superpower I didn't know I had.
Don't let it go to your head. Superpowers can be taken away too.
I smile.
Vinnie, I'm leaving town.
What?
Jamie's ex-girlfriend Fiona's about to give birth to her second child with her husband Owen, and she wants me to be there for her. I made her a promise.
Oh, so this is just a short visit?
It might be longer. She was pregnant before I even came here. I gave her my word that I'd be there for the birth of her child. Normally I wouldn't do this, but she has no family around except for Jeremy, and she needs me. I have to be there.
My heart sinks. It's happening all over again. Veronica returned to my life promising her heart, only to leave it behind? It's like a painful flashback 30 years ago. With my head hung low, I start to walk away.
Vinnie, what's wrong? Oh, don't be over dramatic. You're acting like I'm marching off to war.
But I'm already gone. Veronica sighs, left standing there in confusion. Dan and David enter. Spotting me sitting alone, clearly intoxicated, they approach cautiously.
Well, looks like someone started drinking before happy hour.
I'm really not in the mood for company.
Veronica told my mom what happened.
I told you I don't want to talk about it.
Vinnie, I'm going to offer you some advice. You need to let Veronica know how you're feeling. Keeping your emotions bottled up will only create distance between you two. It's better to have an open conversation.
Oh, great. Dr. Phil's in the house. Don't need a therapy session, just another whiskey. David takes away my whiskey glasses.
No more drinks, Vinnie.
What are you, the drink police? I'm a grown-ass man. I can have as many whiskeys as I want.
What's stopping you from talking to her?
She's leaving me again. There's nothing to discuss. It feels like history repeating itself.
All right, then tell her that. Express your fear of losing her. You worry that she won't return to you.
Express my feelings? What am I, 13-year-old girl? Real men bottle their emotions and drink them away.
Real men talk about their feelings, Vinnie. Especially when something as important as your relationship is at stake. You need to be honest and open.
Oh, great. Now we're having a real heart-to-heart. You boys want to braid each other's hair next?
Would you stop with the jokes, please?
Just seems pointless. She'll choose Fiona. I know her.
What if she asked you to go with her? Would you consider moving to Vancouver?
In a heartbeat.
Well, then there you have it. Your problems might have a solution after all. Now go talk to Veronica.
You guys certain she really likes me?
Well, she'd have to be crazy not to like you. And despite this horror show, we don't think she's clinically insane. A woman that travels across the country to be near her ex isn't doing it for no reason. She loves you, idiot. Now stop moping and go get your damn girl.
Fine. I'll pour my heart out to her. But if things end badly, drinks are on you two tonight. I get up from a stool and stumble.
I think we're driving you.
The sun is shining brightly as Veronica and I slowly make our way through the crowded amusement park. But there's a undeniable tension and awkwardness hanging in the air between us. We used to come to this park all the time when we first started dating, excitedly rushing from ride to ride, playing games and laughing together without a care in the world. Now we walk in silence, not quite looking at each other. Same easy intimacy we once shared, clearly strained. I steal glances at Veronica as we pass by the colorful spinning rides, looking for some indication of what she's thinking. Her brows are slightly furrowed, her lips pressed tightly together. She seems deep in thought, preoccupied. I wonder if she's also remembering all the fun we used to have here. Pass by a photo booth we used to love taking silly pictures in. I consider suggesting we go to try and capture some of that old magic. But the tension between us feels too thick. Gulf too wide right now. So I don't dare to break the heavy silence that hangs between us. I want so badly to take her hand, to make her laugh like I used to be able to do with ease. Ever since our big fight last week, things have felt icy and uncertain between us. Still, seeing her quiet sadness here in a place that holds such happy memories makes me ache. I resolve to find a way to bridge this gap. Life is too short and love too precious to let stubbornness and anger drive us further apart. For now, though, we continue to walk through our pensive silence through the crowded, joyful park.
Vinnie, I'm grateful that you reached out after our last chat ended so quickly. I couldn't help but worry about where we stand. So where do we stand?
Well, I shouldn't have just walked away like that. There's been so much in my mind and I'm still trying to make sense of it all.
You know you can talk to me about anything, right? I'm here to listen and understand what's going on with you.
Veronica puts her finger on my chest. Careful where you point that thing, I'm ticklish there. Veronica laughs. I appreciate your understanding, but this might not be the right time or place for the whole conversation. What's more important right now is how I feel about you. Veronica, do you love me?
Well, that's quite a loaded question to drop suddenly.
About as loaded as the whiskey I drank last night.
I don't know how to answer that.
I'm sorry, I know it might seem out of the blue, but lately I've been doing a lot of soul searching about us, and I need to know how you truly feel about me.
Vinnie, of course I love you. I know I don't always express it as well as I should, but you mean the world to me. When we're together, I'm genuinely happy, happier than I've ever been. You make me laugh. You bring out the best in me. Yes, we've had our share of challenges, and most of them have been because of my mistakes.
So, is that a yeah?
Yes, it's a yes.
I laugh.
Throughout our drama, there's been a constant in my head. That thought was you.
I smile.
Vinnie, I really want to be the person you deserve to be with.
You already are, Veronica. When we're together, I feel like the luckiest guy alive. Give me confidence and strength. With you by my side, I can take on anything. You'll even accept me completely, flaws and all. I love you with all my heart.
Oh, damn it, now you're backing me into a corner where I have to admit that I love you too.
This isn't the time for jokes.
Why so serious?
You're never gonna let me have a serious moment, are you?
I'm sorry.
And we both chuckle at that.
I'm so happy we can express how much we mean to each other.
So, you do love me? Even after everything?
I'd love you even if you showed up in a clown suit. That's the depths of my love.
Seriously?
Of course I do. We have history together. We had good times and bad, but we're still here, fighting for our relationship.
Yeah, we have more history than the Discovery Channel.
You make me laugh and see the best in me. I know I've let you down before, but I want to be a partner you deserve.
We've both made mistakes, but what matters now is that we choose each other. Despite the ups and downs, I choose you, Veronica.
And I choose you, Vinnie. As long as we hold on to that, I think we can make it through anything. We're in this together.
Damn straight we are.
Let's go have some fun. Race you to the roller coaster.
Veronica starts to jog off. Slow down, I just had hip surgery.
Oh, sure, likely story. I'm not falling for that again.
Veronica races off playfully as I chase after her. We're both laughing. Veronica and I enter, sharing laughter as we step inside. Leanne has her back turned, engrossed in conversation with someone. Veronica discreetly clears her throat, causing Leanne and Maddie to turn and face them. Oh, look who's here. Maddie's back in town. I instantly stiffen. What brings you here, Maddie?
Well, I have some news to share. I'm pregnant, and Vinnie, you're the father.
What did you just... Did you find that news out on an episode of Jerry Springer? Veronica is stunned, her gaze shifting between Vinnie and Maddie, tears welling up in her eyes. Leanne observes Veronica's anxious pacing. Calm down, Vinnie adores you. He'd never jeopardize what you both have. I know that. I'm not worried. Not worried? Then why do you look like you're about to start building an ark? Veronica's eyes appear teary-eyed. Maybe you should tell that to Vinnie's face. The front door swings open and April enters with bang. Oh, it's the whole Scooby-Doo gang coming to solve the mystery. I got a call. What's happening? Sweetie, we didn't call you.
We know. Vinnie did.
Why? Dan shrugs. What is going on here? The kitchen door swings open and Maddie rushes towards the front door. Vinnie follows her out. Sorry, it's a mess. Oh, who cares? Are you going to be a father? Fatherhood wasn't exactly on my bingo card today. You can rest easy on that. I glance at my watch. I need to get going. There's a lot to do. April, Dan, walk with me. Vinnie, what's happening? Oh, I'll be explained in due time, my love. You just relax. Don't my love me right now, mister. What is happening here? Vinnie walks to the front door, opens it, and exits. Don't worry, I'm referring to myself in third person again. Wanted to mix it up a little. Don't worry, Mom. I'll get to the bottom of this for you. Come on, Dan. April and Dan leave. Veronica slumps on the couch. Well, that's it. He's chosen Maddie. I'll come back to fight for him, but it wasn't enough. I wasn't enough. He didn't want me. He only wanted Maddie. Veronica starts to cry. Leanne watches, slightly amused. Oh, I'm so glad my pain is amusing to you. Leanne chuckles. Oh, sorry, it's like this drama just unraveling before my eyes is like witnessing the moon landing. I just can't tear myself away. I'm utterly captivated. The only thing landing here is a breakdown. Leanne gets up from the couch and heads into the kitchen. Veronica sits on the couch looking after April and Dan's toddler. She receives a call from April. April is on the train holding up a gown that's covered up. Hey, Mom, can you watch the fort a bit longer? Why, where are you? I'm in New York, doing something. Let me guess, you're picking out China patterns with Maddie. Sorry, bad signal, we're on a train. What'd you say? Why in the hell is Vinnie in New York? Oh, sure. Assume it's all about Vinnie. Why is he there? He's not. He's in New Jersey with Dan. So why are you in New York? A brief silence follows. Sorry, I cut out. Look, Mom, I'll call you later. Bye. Don't you hang up on me, young lady. April ends the call, leaving Veronica in tears. April enters her hotel room with a covered-up gown. She unzips it, revealing a wedding dress.
Damn, that's a beautiful dress.
I laugh as I'm seated next to Dan, both of us focused on a whiteboard with wedding plans, dress ideas, and caterer options in New Jersey.
Look at you, old giddy, like a kid on Christmas morning.
Alright, we have 24 hours to pull off this wedding. Are we missing anything that's not on the board?
Well, yeah, the ring.
Damn, forgot the ring. Totally forgot. Seriously? How could you forget the most important thing when you want to propose? I'm kidding. I have it right here. I produce a 4-carat diamond ring. Oh, it's beautiful. I can't believe that in 24 hours they'll be calling you Dad. Whoa, one step at a time. You can call me bro for now. I don't need the stress of being called a dad by another soul. April laughs.
You sure you want to marry Veronica?
Surer than ever. She's the peanut butter to my jelly. Okay, that deserves a hug. A call comes in and I answer. You need to get home now. Leanne? Who else, Jake? Veronica's a mess. She thinks you're with Maddie. Let me guess. Veronica's crying on your couch, eating ice cream from the carton. Are you hearing me? Get over here now. All right, stall her. We're heading back to New Jersey tonight. Picked up the wedding dress. If you have to, tell her what we're doing. Hurry. She's thinking of going to Vancouver because she thinks you betrayed her. I'm on my way. Just keep her there. Veronica sits at the airport, waiting to board a flight. All flights to Vancouver, now boarding.
Vancouver, here I come. I hope they have good breakup ice cream flavors.
Veronica stands, grabs her luggage, and heads towards the gate leading to the plane. And on this suspenseful note, we sound out.
Endless Love was voiced by me, Emerson Peary, and written by Joao Nacida. If you've enjoyed this series, please share the series with your family and friends. And also be sure to subscribe to That Love Podcast and follow us on Twitter and Instagram on That Love Pod. Thank you for listening to this series. See you soon with more shows on That Love Podcast.
It's raining hard outside, but inside Newark Airport, it's busy and noisy. People are talking and announcements are being made over the loudspeaker under the bright lights of the terminal. April and me run through the crowd. We are in a hurry, but we rush past tired travelers and signs, just breathing hard.
If we run any faster, we might just take off before Veronica's flight does.
We stop quickly near gate 7, just as Veronica is about to board a flight. Mood is tense, big board overhead says boarding, and its lights flicker.
Mom!
Veronica!
Mom!
Veronica stops, her heart misses a beat as she turns around. She sees my eyes staring at hers full of mixed feelings.
What is he doing here?
I thought I'd catch a flight too, but then I realized I'm already on cloud 9 with you.
What?
I'm here to get back what's mine.
Oh, and who's that? I don't think Maddie's on this flight unless she is.
Maddie's on a different flight. Destination, out of my life.
I'm confused. Why are you here, Vinnie?
I love you, Veronica Del Piero.
Well, this escalated quicker than the flight prices during the holiday season.
And with less layovers, I hope. I smile. But my love declaration still has Veronica in shock, making the moment between us feel electric. Her face shows surprise and disbelief.
But you chose Maddie. I was there, Vinnie. You left with her.
Actually, it was me who Vinnie left with, Mum.
What? Where did you go?
Let's just say we took a little detour to Truthville.
All right, what in the hell is happening here?
I'll let you two sort this out.
April steps away, taking a seat nearby. The day Maddie came back saying she was pregnant, I felt something was wrong. She tricked me before, her actions were strange too.
And what made you think so?
Well, many things. She wasn't good at lying. She couldn't look me in the eyes and was acting nervous.
I understand.
So I asked her straight if the baby was mine.
Then what?
And she started crying, couldn't keep it together.
Oh, what a liar.
Yeah, if lying was a job, Maddie would have a corner office by now. Veronica laughs with relief on her face. It was all a plan, Veronica. Maddie wanted to take my money.
I knew there had to be a reason she was back. This makes sense now.
And there I was thinking she missed my famous spaghetti. Yeah, it's not that good. I beg your pardon? I could always leave you to board your flight, you know. Veronica smiles. Maddie and the new man wanted my money so they could enjoy their lives. Well, how did you find out? A week earlier, Maddie asked her mom to help with a lie. Her mom liked me, so when Maddie came with her story, I called her mom. Maddie got nervous, knowing her mom wouldn't lie for her. Her mom told me everything. So you sent her away? Yep, gave her a one-way ticket to Goodbye Town. I always wondered that I'd get a restraining order if she came near me again. I did that this morning. Oh? So what about us now? It's simple, Veronica. Hoping for a love upgrade to first class. Ugh, enough with the jokes, be serious. I love you, Veronica. Without you, my life feels empty. I was too proud before, but now I want to fill my life with happy stories with you. Here I am, telling you how I feel, hoping for a chance to make a beautiful life together. I promise every day will be filled with love, trust, and support. Veronica smiles and comes closer, making everything feel still. Just like my heartbeat for a moment. Her eyes, filled with hope and love, meet mine, and we understand a lot without saying anything. As she leans in, we come closer, ready for our hearts to come together. Our lips meet, and many feelings arise. The kiss is like a soft brushstroke, filling our hearts with love, trust, and promise. It's gentle, comforting, and says more than words can. It shows we are ready for the beautiful journey ahead, based on the promises I just made. As we move apart, Veronica smiles slowly and softly, showing the happiness I feel too. The world continues as usual, but for us, this moment and this kiss marks the start of an adventure that we're beginning together. I guess we just earned our frequent lover miles. It's daytime at Liberty State Park. The park is big, an open space with lots of green grass and trees. Sky's clear and blue above us. There's some benches where people can sit and relax. A playground where kids are playing on swings and slides. Some people are jogging on paths and others are having picnics on the grass. There are also some people riding bicycles and enjoying the fresh air. The morning sun is shining bright, making everything look golden. Veronica and I are wearing clothes for outdoor exercise, walking toward a bush that's close to a very old tree. All right, we've been walking for 20 minutes now. What's going on? Just building up the suspense and the step count. I'm not in the mood for games, Vinnie. This place, my love, where we first felt something special. No, we had our first date at the restaurant. We came here after. You're mistaken. Oh, so now we have a history expert here. I'm just a master in the history of ours. I shake my head as Veronica smiles, showing she's amused. Anyway, this place made me realize that we had something beautiful. And it was because I had you with me. I don't like admitting it, but this place is special to me too. I brought you here because I want to start our new journey together in a special way. Okay, explain. I would, but then I'd have to charge you for spoilers. Spill. I wrote a love note for you. It's in that bush over there. I want you to find it and read it out loud. Once you do, then what? What happens next? Just wait, you'll see. Curious, Veronica walks towards the bush, finds a hidden box among the leaves. When she opens it, soft rose petals fall, rounding the sweet letter inside. She takes out the letter and puts the box down on the ground. And what should I do now? Take a wild guess. Hey, it starts with read and ends with letter. All right. My dear Veronica, from the time we laughed together, here with nature all around, my heart felt happy. Your smile,
Your kindness and your love have shown me the way. Life without you was like a sky with no sun. Today, I want to start a beautiful future with you, full of love, joy, and many adventures. You make me whole, and I treasure every moment with you. Here's to us, our love, and to a lifetime of happiness together. Forever yours, Vinnie.
Veronica looks like she's feeling a lot of emotions, and then she looks up. I'm holding a box with a ring in it. Without a word, Veronica walks over to me and kisses me, takes the ring and puts it on a finger. So, is that a yes, or are you just a fan of jewelry? Veronica smiles with glee. You didn't even let me say my speech.
You can save it for the vowel speech, man.
Oh, come on, let me...
No need. I love you, and that's more clear to me than the morning sun shining above us. Vinnie, your love has always been my rock, my happiness, and my comfort. Starting a new life with you is a beautiful adventure I never want to end. Every day with you is like a new page in an exciting book, and I want to fill its pages with our love, our laughter, and our dreams. So yes, before you ask 1,000 times yes, I want to marry you.
I hold Veronica's face and give her a quick kiss. We hear clapping from behind us. April, Dan, and Leanne, David Jr. is standing there watching us. Owen Keane is also walking towards us. He's married to Fiona and is a good friend of Jeremy. Jeremy is Veronica's son. Veronica and I turn around and laugh.
What on earth are y'all doing here?
I'm here to officiate a wedding. As for the rest of these folks, can't really say.
I tie the knot today.
Only if you promise to untie it whenever I mess up. Also, Fiona apologizes for not being able to make it. The doctors wouldn't clear her and our newborn to fly. Plus, she didn't want to spend time away.
Oh, shush, I get it.
I'm guessing Jeremy's supporting her. Well, he wanted to stay with her for a while. Then fly out to see her once you come back from your honeymoon.
Oh, good to know. Mom, remember last night at the airport when Vinnie mentioned he left with me? Oh, so it wasn't a kidnapping scenario.
Well, that night we left together, we went to New York to snag your wedding gown and secure a license to wed you two.
Oh, how long has this been in the works?
Longer than a Netflix series binge.
The instant Maddie showed up, Vinnie knew it had to be you. So he rallied us to bring this to fruition.
Veronica draws me into another lingering kiss.
Is this really happening today?
Unless you have other plans.
We've arranged a small reception at the restaurant for our close-knit clan.
That means just us, the family.
April gives Dan a playful nudge as his laughter rings through the air.
That's my kind of wedding. Let's do it.
I knew there was a reason I proposed. With a joyous heart, I lead Veronica forward with our loved ones trailing behind, stepping into the beginning of forever. Veronica is alone in the hotel room, sitting and looking at herself in the mirror. The hotel is across from the park. She's wearing the white wedding dress with pretty flower patterns on it. The dress fits her lovely and beautiful form. Yeah, it fits nicely too. And then it flows down to the floor. The top of the dress shows a little of a collarbone, and the sleeves are made of see-through lace material, which frankly looks romantic. The makeup looks good but simple, and the hair is tied up neatly with some strands falling gently around her face. However, she looks a little sad as she looks at herself in the mirror. There's a knock on the door, and April went in.
Hey, ready to go? I don't know. Is this cold feet or just regular premarital jitters?
Veronica's in silence.
Mom, what's wrong? Something's bothering me. It's been bothering me since I said yes to Vince's proposal. It keeps spinning in my head. You're not changing your mind, are you? Because it's a bit late.
Veronica rolls her eyes.
No, I'm not. Then what's wrong? Why do you look sad? Nothing's wrong. I'm okay. You seem nervous. Just tell me what's going on before I make you tell me. What's wrong? I think about the mistakes that I made. Oh, like the 80s hairstyles? Ugh, trust me, we've all seen the photos and forgiven you. No, not that. And by the way, I look cool. April laughs. What mistakes? Having Jeremy and me? No, not that. About what happened between Vinnie and me decades ago. Mom, you were young, and Dad tricked you. You did nothing wrong, okay? Maybe you could have told Vinnie you were leaving him for Dad. Maybe you could have let Vinnie fight for you. Oh, what is your point here? It was that you're a bad person, and then I realized you're a black belt holder, and I want to keep my mouth shut. Well, that's a bad idea. Just kidding. You're not a bad person. Veronica laughs. Even if you're my daughter, I can still slap you, you know. April laughs too. I'll make a note to stay at arm's length. Good idea. What I meant is the past's the past. You have so much to be happy about now. Your life is on track. There's nothing in your way. You came here 6 months ago for the man you love and you got him. You won. Now you just enjoy what you have and be thankful for your good luck. Thank you. You're right. I know. How smart am I? So are we going to this wedding or are we going to sit here talking all day? Veronica stands up, her dress flowing around her, and April looks emotional. Oh, Mom, you look beautiful. Save the sweet talk for the toast, will you? You really do. I know I look good. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, but it does roll a little to the side. They both laugh. April leads Veronica to the door. A big tent in Liberty State Park is set up nicely for a small outdoor wedding. It's a white tent with high tops, making it feel roomy. The sides of the tent are open, letting in a gentle breeze and showing the green park around. Inside the tent is a small bunch of twinkling lights and soft curtains, making it feel cozy and romantic. The floor is flat and smooth, good for walking and dancing. It's a simple but pretty good-looking altar in the middle for our wedding ceremony. Chairs are lined up neatly for the guests, with a path in the middle leading to the altar. Tent looks classy, and there's a great spot for mine and Veronica's wedding. Inside the tent, about 10 to 20 people are seated, waiting for me and Veronica Del Piero's wedding. I'm standing up with David Jr., who's my best man. Owen, who is leading the wedding, is getting his notes and speeches ready. I look focused.
You feeling nervous yet?
Only about whether the cake will survive until we cut it.
So you're not nervous then?
Never been more sure about anything. Veronica and I are meant to be together. Wanted to reunite with her for over 30 years, and now it's happening. It's the best thing ever to happen to me. Nothing will ever come close. I'm a lucky son of a bitch. Gonna make her very happy. That, I'm determined to make happen for as long as I'm alive on this planet.
Well, sounds like you really mean it. Damn. Well, take it easy, Uncle. People might mistake you for a hopeless romantic.
Yeah, easy went out the window the moment I saw Veronica again. David laughs.
Yeah, well, here she comes.
And cue the waterworks. And 3, 2, 1.
Nah, you won't cry. He's an Italian.
A group of musicians start to play the wedding march. I turn and see Veronica walking toward me, helped by Dan and April. My eyes filled with tears right away.
Oh, dear God, he's crying. Jesus, that's your first. It's my phone and I need it. Goddamn. Where is it?
Veronica keeps walking and reaches me. I lift the veil and give her a kiss on the cheek. Everyone, we're here for the wedding of Vinnie. He didn't tell us his last name. Some of us think it's just because he used to be a mafia boss. Just kidding. And Veronica Del Piero. We spent some time with them today, and I can say they are the most perfect couple on this planet. And I'm including my wife Fiona and me. And oh, don't tell my wife I said that. Everyone laughs. Under the soft glow of the restaurant's light, Veronica and I sway gently to the tender melody of a love song that fills the room. The soft clink of our wedding bands resonates in the small gaps where the music takes a breath. The world outside seems to fade as our eyes lock, reflecting the depth of emotions flowing between us. Do you want to repeat your wedding vows to me? Again? I thought we agreed that till death do us part scenario, not till death do us part. I'm waiting, Vinnie. Why? You already heard it. Well, I thought I'd test your memory. It's the first thing to go, you know. Yeah. Your wife would love to hear it again. It's her prerogative. I laugh. Fine. Veronica, love has thrown us many curveballs. But being here with you at this moment makes every challenge we face together feel like it's worth it. I hope the curveballs are done, or at least we get a nice batting cage. I laugh. Expand on that, please. Oh, we're doing the extended version? Should I get the director's cut ready? Oh, come on. I love you more than words can say. And I promise to cherish, honor, and love you for every day that I breathe. I tenderly cup her face, my thumb gently wiping away a tear that trickles down her cheek. Now can I hear your side of the vows? Well, now that you've set the bar so high, I might need a moment to rewrite mine. Come on. Veronica is unsure. Hey, our love is a two-way street. I won't stand for any selfish behavior. Veronica rolls her eyes. Vinnie, you're my rock, my love, my everything. I regret the years we spent apart, but today marks the beginning of our forever. Our forever that will be spent together for eternity. I love you with all my heart, and I stand by you through every high and every low. You complete me in every way possible. And here I was just thinking I was just your plus one to this dance. We draw closer, our foreheads touching, sharing a serene moment of absolute love and understanding. The soft strums of the guitar and the song accentuates the silence between us, a silence that speaks volumes. Every day with you is a day worth living. I can't wait to wake up every morning knowing that I'm yours and you're mine. Veronica, with glistening eyes, smiles warmly at me, her hand reaching up to caress my cheek. I can't wait to fall asleep next to you every night, knowing that we have a lifetime of love waiting for us. With each sunrise, this love will be endless, as long as you promise to keep the snoring to a minimum. As the song mellows, I softly kiss Veronica's forehead, a silent promise of unending love, trust, and togetherness. We continue to slow dance, our hearts in harmony with the love song. On this beautiful moment, we sound out.
Endless Love was voiced by me, Emerson Peary, and written by Joao Nacida. If you've enjoyed this series, please share the series with your family and friends, And also be sure to subscribe to That Love Podcast and follow us on Twitter and Instagram on That Love Pod. Thank you for listening to this series. See you soon with more shows on That Love Podcast.